This is the scenario for the drug therapy for the heart failure.
એને કહેવાય ફેન્ટાસ્ટિક ફોર.
Yes. Four pillars of the heart failure or the fantastic four.
ફેન્ટાસ્ટિક ફોર પાંચમું ઉમેરવા માંડે છે.
Actually, sir, they are adding this hydroxyl nitrate for the African people, and here we can see the number needed to treat to improve mortality or to prevent the bad outcome for one patient. It is standardized to the 36 month of the therapy.
આયર્ન થેરાપી નહીં એડ કરવા માટે ઇન્ડિયન માટે કે એશિયન
Sir,
માટે
in
આઈવી
US.
આયર્ન એ બી એડ કરવા માંડે છે.
Iron પણ sir add કરે છે. Actually iron માં sir બે વસ્તુ means it only IV iron has oral iron no there is no such role for oral iron, and second thing, most probably what we have observed, there is always some kind of the second hemolysis or blood loss in patient with anemia. So ACARP, the 26 month is needed to treat to improve one bad outcome. The minimum with aldosterone antagonist, only 6 months is needed to prevent the single bad outcome or to prevent one single mortality. The second one is the beta blocker. Hydroxyl and nitrate for the selected population, means in the African population who are responsive, very so much responsive to the hydroxyl. 7 patients needed to treat it to improve one mortality.
ખરેખર 2011 નો સ્ટ્રાઇક છે. 2011 માં SGLT2 ઇન્હિબિટર નામની વસ્તુ
સર 2011 બધાનું નથી,
એટલે એમણે કમ્બાઈન કર્યું
કમ્બાઈન કરેલું છે જે ડિસાઇડ છે એ.
આમાં નીચેનું બધું એડ કર્યું છે કરે છે કે ઉપરનું બધું મોડિફાઈડ કર્યું છે. આખું અમેરિકન આર્ટનું 2011
આખું
નું
નથી સર, આખું નથી.
તો આમાં કયા ક્લાસ ઓફ રેકમેન્ડેશન છે આગળ આવવાના જ કે સીધું આપણે ડિવાઇસ પર જમ્પ
નહીં, હવે now we
ડિવાઇસ પર જમ્પ કરો તો કાંઈ
class of recommendation routine sir, ACARB there is a class 1 recommendation, hydroxyl that is class 2 recommendation for selected population.
LOE શું છે?
Level of evidence actually sir even to
ડિવાઇસમાં જતા રહો ને જે રહેવાનું.
what are the possible options for the advanced heart failure
Before
patient?
that, when will you decide that this patient, after maximum dose of, all fantastic four or fantastic five, iron therapy, CRP, બધું જ કરી દીધું છે, and when will you label that this patient is not responding to your therapy? Over a period of 3 months or 6 months, how many heart failure evidence occur, or
I'm coming to that sir.
okay.
There are one or two criteria. The hospitalization for the heart failure or the symptomatic period up to 1 month. Patient is persistent symptomatic up to 1 month despite of having therapy. Here we can see there is a gradual increase in the therapy. First is optimized neuromuscular inhibition, that is the medical therapy. Second is optimized device therapy. The third one is high risk conventional or the TIVR cardiac surgery. This includes if there is a treatment for aortic stenosis, or this includes the MitraClip device for the symptomatic mitral regurgitation. Then home inotropic therapy. Gradually means patient is prescribed to take inotropic therapy at home for 5 days a week or the 3 days a week over a period of time. Then comes the heart transplant.
Which inotrope you give at home?
Dobutamine steroids. Then comes heart transplant. The long-term mechanical circulatory support for the patient waiting for a heart transplant or patient not getting, means too much waiting list or not getting the heart. Then palliative care, and the last is the hospital or comfort care. The role of the ICD for the patient, for the selected patient. ICD as per the 3 studies. One is the AVID registry, second is the CAST registry, and the CIDS study. Over a 3 period of the time in the CIDS study, we can see there is a 20% decrease in the mortality with patient, eligible patient for AICD intervention. CAST registry showing 37% decrease in the mortality. Now the
So it reduces mortality related to arrhythmia.
yes, it is related to arrhythmia. So that's why I am telling that it is an eligible patient. So the first study, which was the landmark study for ICD, was the MEDIC 2. In this study, prior MI with 30%. Here we are talking about the primary prevention. So patient have not any episode of the VT, VFibs or the syncope or anything. For the primary prevention, MI EF less than 30%. This study showing there is a sustained 8-year survival benefit with primary ICD therapy in Medic 2 population.
So after an index event, when ICD was implanted after 6 weeks or during 6 weeks?
No sir, during 6 weeks. But the thing is, they have to need to they have to confirm the revascularization. Means if there is any vessel left or there is any chances of ischemia, there is the protocol. They are doing the stress test after the revascularization at the 30 days, and there is no evidence of ischemia. Then they are doing this AICD implantation.
So it must be after 4 to 6 weeks.
Yes. The second study is SAD-HAF. In this patient, NYHA class 2 or 3 CHF with EF less than 35. We are saying previously it was said the amiodarone was effective, but in this study it was clear that amiodarone has no favorable effect on survival. If the patient is in failure and the EF is less than 35, amiodarone is that much not much use. And the single lead shock only ICD therapy reduced the overall mortality by 23%. In this study, the study group was NYHA 2 to 3 and EF less than 35. And this was also primary prevention. Now, what is the modes of death in the patient with heart failure? If the patient has symptoms NYHA grade 2, the sudden death is 64%. Patient with the symptoms of NYHA grade 3, the sudden death episodes is 59%. But the patient with NYHA grade 4, here the sudden death episode is 33%. The primary cause of death is congestive heart failure, which is 56%. So device therapy or the AICD implantation is more helpful in patient with.
Say if the NYHA class increases, sudden death decreases.
Actually, sir, the cause of death is changed. Means if there is a NYHA class 4, there are more likely to death with the CHF. Patient like to crash and in the hospital, means patient require repeated hospitalization and likely to crash in hospital other than the sudden cardiac death at home or at another place.
Cause of death છે ખાલી cause
Yes.
of death. Okay, NYHA 4 is more likely to die.
Yes, there is always high risk in NYHA 4, but the cause of death is different in NYHA 4. NYHA 2 and 3, just simple sir. NYHA 2 and 3 are less symptomatic, they are less going to hospitalize, but there are higher chances of getting sudden cardiac death in NYHA 2 and 3.
But આટલું તમે simplify કરીને બતાવશો ને, there are other so many factors which is there.
Yes, there are so many factors, but
બાકી this stands wrong.
second thing, actually we have to see the n numbers here. The sudden death episodes, this study was effect of
You
metoprolol.
need to see that what is the number of NYHA 2 patient and પછી n શું છે.
Actually, that's why I'm going to say. There is a definitely more risk in NYHA 4. The number of death is more in NYHA 4. That is no doubt in it.
So what is the definition of sudden cardiac death? અથવા બોલી જાય એટલે ખબર. Sudden cardiac death ની definition શું છે તે?
So sudden cardiac death is death pertaining to or likely due to any cardiac episode like to the ACS. But it was either proven as ECG changes or either
Any index event, cardiac event which occurred in last 1 hour and that causes death. Any. It may not be necessarily acute coronary syndrome. જોઈ લેજે, I may be wrong. તું વધારે better person છું કહેવા માટે. But it is not only SCS.
it is not it means it is caused to be due to ACS as per the history, but that is we don't have any evidence of ACS.
No.
So far any definition ની અંદર એવું પણ છે કે કદાચ not a known case of any cardiac ailment in last 1 year probably. સડન કાર્ડિયક ડેથની જે ડેફિનેશન છે ને એની અંદર આ કરતે જાય છે કે લાસ્ટ યરની અંદર it is not a known case of any cardiac ailment.
So આપણે સાઇડ ટ્રેક થઈ ગયા. તમે આમાં સડન ડેથ કહેવા માંગો છો કે સડન કાર્ડિયાક ડેથ કહેવા માંગો છો?
Modes of death.
નહીં, what is sudden death? Sudden death ની
Sudden-
definition શું છે?
Sir, sudden here they have included, in this study, they have included sudden death in which they don't have any cause, means they are unable to identify the cause.
So by and large, if a patient of non-CHF dies with any sudden death,
Yes.
unless and until proved that is a cardiac death,
That is a guide.
right? So this we are talking about sudden cardiac death. Now the definition of sudden cardiac death આવતા વેનસડે સમજાવજો.
Now, when to do ICD implantation? Here, it is recommended for patient with symptomatic heart failure 2 and 3 with EF less than 35 despite of greater than 3 months of the guideline directed medical therapy. So if the patient having EF less than 35 and he has still symptoms with maximum tolerable dose of medical therapy and meaningful survival of greater than 1 year is expected, then one other point, there is a non-ischemic etiology. 40 days after the MI or 90 days post revascularization. It is a class 1 level of evidence B for ICD.
So will you find any patient who is having LV ejection fraction less than 35% with NYHA class 1?
Very less likely, but yes, possible, sir.
So in those patients who have good likelihood of more than 1 year of survival, will you consider for ICD?
No. Guidelines is no. For
Yes,
MIHA
sir,
class 1,
આગળ હોય તો ખ્યાલ નથી, but I guess symptoms પછી needed નથી. If ejection fraction is less than 35 after a recovery phase, that is an indication of ICD.
sir, that is the indication of ICD if there is a MI, if there is a
Yeah.
ischemic event.
No, not only MI. Whatever cause, if ejection fraction is 35, less than 35 or 30% cutoff check હોય છે. But symptoms check and that is immortal there. If ejection fraction is low, then you better put ICD out and check.
Sir, actually, we have seen that, but the thing is, there was recommendation to put ICD if EF is less than 35 post MI patient when there is a no cause of the ischemia is not a cause of any kind of event. But yes, what you are saying, that is for the secondary prevention. If the patient has single episode
Yeah,
of the
અત્યારે
bleeding,
તો આપણે secondary prevention ની જ વાત કરીએ. See,
This is
90 days
primary
after post vascularization.
this is the primary prevention. Sir, there is a one difference in this.
અચ્છા, એટલે એક ઇવેન્ટ થઈ ગઈ હોય તો અને તો જ.
Yes.
Otherwise કોઈ DCM comes with 30% ejection fraction, but we want કે event થાય તો ICD મૂકશું, event ના
Yes.
થાય તો નહીં મૂકીએ.
So for that, what is the protocol for DCM or the EF less than 35? We do the Holter monitoring. If there is a high risk evidence, means if there is a non-sustained VT or if there is a bichemic, then we are doing ICD. If there is a no event,
કોઈ
That is for
documented event નથી, પણ જો EF ઓછું હોય તો હોલ્ટર કરવું સારું. કેટલા દિવસ માટે હોલ્ટર કરશો?
sir, ideally 48 hours. Actually, there are many protocols they are doing the for 24 hours, but ideally is 48 hours.
ત્યારે તમે 3 days કે 7 days કે એવું વધારે કરો છો?
Very less likely, sir. જેનામાં તમારું એને 48 hours બાદ થઈ જાય છે. અને 7 days cost effective is very poor.
So I guess there needs to be some other ECG criteria as well apart from Holter કે જેમાં ICD મૂકવી પડે.
Sir, ICD માટે ECG criteria નથી, CRT એના માટે છે. ICD માટે it may be helpful. This is the point which we were saying, sir. Helpful in patient with non-ischemic cardiomyopathy caused by mutation in the LEMIC gene with 2 or more risk factors. Risk factor is non-sustained VT, EF less than 45, and non-missense mutation male sex. Anticipate to survive more than 1 year. So for non-ischemic EF less than 35, Holter monitoring to look for any high risk features.
Alcoholic cardiomyopathy ઉપર કઈ comment? આવવાની
Survival, जो survival expected survival more than 1 year હોય, तो that applies the criteria for non-ischemic cardiomyopathy.
ના, આ તો particularly પેલું mutation gene વાળું છે.
Mutation is not, but same applies for alcoholic. Means it is any non-ischemic cardiomyopathy. Any non-ischemic cardiomyopathy, if Holter monitoring suggests high risk features, then it is indicated.
Alcohol વાળું reversible હોય stop કરો તો.
Sir, partially reversible we can say with treatment of PQRS.
Side test થઈ જાય છે આગળ.
The white QRS mortality wide QRS. There is a Wesson and Cron study in which the NYHA class 2 or 4 patient, class 2 to 4 patient was studied, and with increase the QRS duration, there is a cumulative survival which is decreases with the increase in QRS duration. Heart failure with wide QRS, it is the indication for the cardiac resynchronization therapy or the CRT. Now, what is the level of recommendation? The CRT is reasonable in patient with EF less than 35 with LVBP pattern in ECG, QRS interval 130 to 150, and NYHA class 2 or 3, and ambulatory IV despite appropriate drug therapy. So, it is a class 2A recommendation. For CRT, recommendation is class 2. Sorry.
What is ambulatory IV?
Ambulatory IV means with the dobutamine therapy. If patient require repeated dobutamine therapy, even after that is symptomatic.
Ambulatory IVM.
When I said dobutamine, they in USA they have
Class 4.
ambulatory class 4.
એટલે તમે જેને હોમ કહેતા હતા હોમ થેરાપી.
CRT is not recommended in patient with symptomatic patient with class 1 to 2 who have sinus rhythm, no LVBP, and QRS duration of 150. So it is not recommended for wider QRS other than LVBP. So if there is a non-specific intraventricular block or if there is a wider QRS which is not pertaining to the LVBP criteria, CRT is not helpful. Here the class of recommendation is level 3. Let's say it is contraindicated.
So this patient may be a candidate for ICDF, other things
Yes.
are there, but CRT.
Yes. CRT is not recommended in patients who are anticipated to survive no longer than 1 year. Now, and established CRP. Here, there is a 3 studies. One is CRT plus defibrillator. CRT-D is better than CRT-P and optical medical treatment in patient with NYHA class 3 and 4. For NYHA class 3 and 4, CRT-P is better with optimal medical therapy in class 3 and 4. D is better than plain ICD.
Medical therapy नहीं, OPT है ना, what is OPT?
Sir, optimal physical therapy. They are
Optimal physical therapy.
means including the
પહેલું તો
guidelines.
CRT-T એટલે CRT pacing થયું, right?
Yes.
અને are you sure કે તું બી guess કરે છે?
ના સર.
Sure.
મેં actually આ વાંચ્યું. આ સ્ટડી પર વાંચ્યા હતા.
OPT physical therapy,
Optimal physical that includes the medical therapy, physiotherapy, and everything else.
Okay.
ડિવાઇસ પહેલા લેવાના બધા.
Apart from device. Care HF and Medic CRT. There is a little bit contraindication, little bit controversy for CRT. Here, CRT-P is better. Means one study saying CRT-P is better. The other one is saying CRT-D is better than. But we can generalize do one idea. When there is an indication for ICD, CRT-D is always better than CRT-P.
એટલે આ જે બેટર તમે લખ્યું છે એ બધા સ્ટેટિસ્ટિકલી પ્રૂવન છે p વેલ્યુ સાથેના કેટલા નંબરના પેશન્ટ્સ છે આમાં
Study number. Sir, in this study they have counted the events and number of patient last study whatever we have covered. But yes, events they have counted the events. Events means events with pacemaker events hardly at the end with CRT events hardly. They have counted like that.
ઇવેન્ટ્સ કે મોર્ટાલિટી
Events.
ઇવેન્ટ્સ પર છે
Yes.
યાર થોડું અને આનું ભાવ બધા મને ડિટેલ લઈ આવું ગ્રાફ સિવાય બી કેમ કે આપણે બહુ ઓવર સિમ્પ્લિફાઈ છે એમાં બહુ બધી ડિટેલ્સ હશે જે ડિસ્કસ કરવી હશે
The
નીચે જે લખ્યું છે જે નંબર એટ રિસ્ક જે બોલ્ડ છે આ લેફ્ટ સાઈડના ગ્રાફમાં એની નીચે શું શું લખ્યું છે
Ani sir.
ના
Patient at risk.
લેફ્ટ સાઈડ વાળો ગ્રાફ
હા.
મારી લેફ્ટ સાઈડ હા એ શું
Number
છે?
at risk pharmacological therapy,
Okay.
number of treats with the pharmacological therapy.
So it is optimal pharmacological therapy, not physical, right? પછી નીચે
Then pacemaker and pacemaker plus defibrillator.
અચ્છા એટલે એ નંબર લખ્યા છે બધામાં કેટલા એનરોલ કર્યા છે વાંચતો જરા
એટલે ઇન શોર્ટ તમારે CRTD is always better એવું
Yes,
કહી
sir.
શકાય.
CRTD is always better.
CRTD is better always.
આ બધા તમારા ડેટા તો 15 વર્ષથી 20 વર્ષ જૂના છે.
Sir, actually CRT-PD અને બધાના ટ્રાયલ્સ છે ને ઓલમોસ્ટ 2007 થી સ્ટાર્ટ થયા હતા and that got concluded in 2014-15. After that they have included CRT in guidelines. But
આ તો દોસ્ત 2004
આ તો
માં update છે એટલે આના
2005
પછીના હશે બીજા પણ મને એ નંબર વાંચ ને કેટલા છે કેટલા એનરોલ કર્યા છે ને આ આગળ જતા જતા ખાલી આટલા છેલ્લે જે 2 3 ને 1 દેખાય છે એટલા જ પેશન્ટ ફોલો અપ માં રહ્યા છે ડેઝ આફ્ટર
સર આની આપણે ડિટેલ સ્ટડી લઈ એક કામ કરી.
આ લેજે ભાઈ કારણ કે છે ને તું આટલું સિમ્પ્લિફાઈ કરે છે એટલું સિમ્પ્લિફાઈ નથી ધીસ હેઝ ટુ બી ડિસ્કસ ઇન ડિટેલ
Actually, these were the trials that would means our trials include કરીને means they, on the basis of this trial they have give recommendation for this and they have give recommendation class 2 because they have some lacking number of the patient means they want more data for this CRT and CRT-P માટે. So they have given
કે નીચેના નંબર જે ડેઝ ઓફ રેન્ડમાઇઝેશન પછી ઘટતા જાય છે એ નંબર્સ ઓફ ફોલો અપ્સ છે
સર એમાં જોવું પડશે તેનું છે નંબર એટ ટ્રીસની
કે નંબર ઓફ ઇવેન્ટ્સ છે તમને આંકડા નથી બતાવતા ખબર નથી પડતી કારણ કે છેલ્લે જ્યારે રેન્ડમાઇઝેશન પૂરું થયું ત્યારે તો ફોલો અપ 2 3 ને 1 જણનું કર્યું છે
નહીં actually હા
તો હવે આનું કેટલું જસ્ટિફિકેશન
event actually they have ruled the means once the event occurs and they give up the follow એ લોકો as per events આમાં કામ કરે છે.
તો એ પેશન્ટમાં પાછી બીજી ઇવેન્ટ થાય તો એ વાત પૂરી
આનું કન્ક્લુઝન એટલું જ કે CRTD છે ને બધા કરતા સારું. That is what
In selected
I presume. In
selected patient.
Class 3 and 4 first.
The comparative analysis of the procedure outcome and complications between the de novo and the upgraded resynchronization therapy. So de novo is we put the CRT as a new device and the upgraded resynchronization means if there is a single chamber pacemaker is already there or one kind of the pacemaker is already lead is there and we reposition the lead, we introduce the second lead to convert the pacemaker into the CRT. Now, here in this study, which was done in 2021, for the de novo, the M was 947, and the complication was little bit more in de novo, but in upgraded, complication is little bit less.
This was not a randomized trial.
What is the infection rate, device infection rate?
Sorry, sir.
Device infection rate,
So this is not a randomized trial.
1% of procedure.
No, it wasn't randomized trial, sir.
1% of procedure.
So it is always the device infection rate is very less, sir, in CRT. Like, it is always depending on the person's expertise or algorithm for indication for CRT. If EF is less than 35%, then general health status is good with acceptable non-cardiac health. Then, as per the NYHA clinical status, NYHA class 1, in this patient, QRS more than 150, LPV pattern and ischemic cardiomyopathy. Here we can say there is no class 1 recommendation for NYHA class 1. It is rather class 2B or it is contraindicated. For NYHA class 2, the class 1 recommendation is LVF less than 35, QRS more than 150 and LVB better with sinus rhythm. Then NYHA class 3, LVF less than 35, QRS more than 150, LVB better and the sinus rhythm. same for class 2 and class 3. Special CRT means it is anticipated if patient is developing kind of CHP second degree and anticipate to require frequent ventricular pacing. In this patient, in special case, we can do CRT. For this contraindication, in anywhere we can see the QRS less than 150 and non-LBBB pattern is a contraindication for the CRT implantation. Or class 2B recommendation for if QRS is 120 to 150 but non-LBBB pattern.
Last year, Venkat Madhidai lecture was one of them. And one of the, electrophysiologists had come and I had asked him the swim patient. With the advent of this fantastic four, if patient is very well managed, will you go for CRT or not?
No, sir. No. That is a simple criteria. All this device therapy comes
After the
if
failure
after
of
3 months.
Fantastic
After 3 months of the Fantastic Four. All device therapy comes after 3 months of the Fantastic Four. If patient has symptoms with maximum tolerated medical therapy, then device comes into the picture.
Because he had shown whatever he has shown, QRS duration 150, 200 like that. So in spite of this, if patient is feeling better with Fantastic Four, will you go over? Because you are showing on one hand, you are showing the data that if QRS more than 180 millisecond હોય તો કરી નાખવા અને 180 વાળો Fantastic Four if he is feeling better.
Sir, yes, you are right. But there is one phase. Means if there is a, we have seen, if there is a cardiomyopathy which is non-ischemic and patient has developed the LBBB pattern, this LBBB will lead to decrease in EF and patient will be symptomatic after 3 to 5 years. After that, at that time, with
સિમ્પલ આન્સર છે જો પેશન્ટ બેટર હોય ધેટ મીન્સ એનવાયજે ક્લાસ 1 માં ફોલ થાય છે તો મોટે ભાગે કોન્ટ્રા ઇન્ડિકેટેડ છે પણ સ્ટીલ એનવાયજે 2 3 4 માં આવે છે ધેટ મીન્સ કે સમ ઇન્ડિકેશન ઇઝ ધેર સિમ્પલ
means these all classes is after the GMPT, means after medical therapy. Here, medic CRT in this, these patients do not respond with CRT. NYHA class 1 or 2 and EF less than 35. There are some patients who are not responding. Around 25 to 30% of the patient who do not respond to CRT, despite of all the criteria that fulfill the CRT. Women likely to respond and narrow QRS fit. Means if woman with even narrow QRS fit, they likely to respond as per the data. Now, the improving CRT response. What we can do? First, right patient is referred. Second, maximize the lead position. Lead position should be the ideal place to narrow the QRS complex. Then, in follow-up, assure 95% of the biventricular pacing. The main idea for the CRT pacing is there is a biventricular synchrony and the atrial and ventricular synchrony. So, there is a delay is appropriate and there is a synchronization is appropriate. Then there are higher chances of the getting success with the CRT therapy. The other device therapy, which is in under development phase at presently, although these trials was long before, the cardiac contraction modulation, that is the optimizer device. Second one is the carotid baroreceptor stimulation, CBRX device. Then vagus nerve stimulation, that is the CardioFit device. Spinal cord stimulation and the phrenic nerve stimulation. Among these devices, this optimizer device, CBRX and the phrenic nerve stimulation, these three are FDA approved. So next part is the mechanical circulatory support. Continue our next one.
Say 10 minutes.
Okay.
કેટલા કલાક
It is equal.
10 minutes develop. Next time revise કરો.
when should the mechanical circulation support discussion should begin? Means when we should prime the patient about this circulation support, or patient relatives should be aware about this kind of the therapy. Here, stage A, B, C. Now, if we needed to do the CRT, or if we needed to do valve surgery for heart failure, means if we do mitral clip or any valve intervention for heart failure, at that time patient should be little bit aware or the primed about this mechanical circulation device. And it is indicated in stage D, refractory symptoms requiring special intervention. Despite of all the therapy, means guideline and the device therapy, after all this therapy, if patient is refractory, then this mechanical circulation support is indicated. Clinical criteria for left ventricular assisting device. The unacceptable symptoms despite maximum medical or the device therapy. Peak VO2 is less than 14 ml per kg per minute or less than 50% of H predicted on treadmill. Recurrent pulmonary edema within last 6 months. Recurrent is more than 2 admission. Weight loss due to cardiac HXC. Recurrent ventricular arrhythmia, progressive cardiorenal syndrome and the hyponatremia.
Another question I had asked just 6 months back in another obese patient. Now you are getting lot of obese patients,
Yes,
120, 130 kg patient. They are having OSA also, resistant hypertension also. They are having ISD also,
Yes.
undergoing this, optimal medical therapy and everything. The question is, do you ask for bariatric surgery first, or you opt for this kind of support?
So first thing, for obese patient, which was under treatment is sleep apnea. We have observed that for obese patients, sleep apnea should be ruled out first. That is the first thing we need to be ruled out, because the breathlessness symptoms is not maybe due to the cardiac condition. We have seen in many obese patients, there's heart means EF is normal, almost normal, or EF is good. Despite of that good EF, we have
putting on CPAP.
yes, sir.
Still, he is in persisting cardiac ailment to change. So, to reduce further cardiac ailment, to reduce further need of this kind of support, will you ask for bariatric surgery or not?
So bariatric surgery would be a very high risk. With that kind of the NYHA 2 or 3 symptoms, no one will be ready to go with the bariatric surgery. So first we need to stabilize heart. Patient symptoms improve and the heart is stabilized. After that we can proceed for pediatric surgery. The second thing which is problematic for the pediatric surgery is even after doing this pediatric surgery, the effect of weight reduction would come after 6 months to 1 year.
So GLP and GIP will work at that time.
Sorry?
GLP, GIP agonist will work.
Yes. Completely agree with you, sir.
So it will solve all the purpose for weight, for heart.
Worrisome signals needed to consider mechanical circulatory support. The one is the hypotension. The second one is the renal insufficiency, hepatic or hypernatremia, pulmonary hypertension, RV dysfunction, and unresponsiveness to the CRT, recurrent need for the inotrops, recurrent admissions, and intolerance or the patient is in even lower doses patient gets symptomatic, ACE-ARB or beta. Now, as per the Intermec registry, when this LV assisting device is indicated, so they have given the 7 grades. The 0 is grade 0, or the last grade is the dying patient. Then crash and burn, the patient who is grade 3, grade 4 symptomatic and got recurrent admission. Then sliding fast, that is also grade 3, grade 4 symptomatic patient. Stable dependent is patient is grade 2, grade 3 symptoms and it little bit stable with IV, no myotropic therapy and everything. and grade 4 is the frequent flyer, those patient with recurrent hospitalization due to LV failure. So for stage 1, 2, 3, 4, long-term LV assisting device is indicated for grade 3 and grade 4. Short-term or the patient destiny means temporary treatment is indicated. Short-term LV assisting device is indicated for grade 2 or grade 3, and grade Intermex 1 or with patient with multi-system organ failure, they are not indicated. Means it is not recommendation is against to give any kind of the LV assisting therapy for Intermec 1 or 0 because of the survival, because Intermec 1 is less likely to survive beyond 6 months to 1 year. Now in this for grade 0, in this patient likely to survival hours to days, reach to decision in selected cases, not in all cases.
What is MOF?
Multi-organ
failure.
For grade 1 and 2, the likely to survival is hours to week, and in that patient, LV assisting is indicated. Then, Intermex grade 3 or 4, weeks to month, assisting is indicated. For 5 and 7, survival is months to year, LV assisting device is not indicated in this patient.
તમારી સ્લાઇડમાં હજુ આર્નિંગનું કોઈ આમાં ઇમ્પ્લિકેશન આવેલું નથી અને ફોર લાસ્ટ 2 years આર્નિંગ ઇન વેરી મચ ઇન વર્ક તેના 5-7 વર્ષ પછીના જે ડેટા આવશે એના પછી સ્લાઇડ ચેન્જ થઈ જશે.
Actually, sir, these are the slides after everything. Means for Intermec registry, patient should be, means this Intermec registry is a registry who are patient who are waiting for the cardiac transplant. For this patient, the patient should be at maximum tolerable dose of ARNI, beta blocker and everything. So these are the after this maximum tolerable dose. If the patient comes into Intermec 1 or 2 after maximum tolerable dose with home inotropic support,
તમે હવે નેક્સ્ટ વીક છે ને GDMT કરી નાખો હાર્ટ ફેલિયર ગાઈડલાઈન ડાયરેક્ટેડ મેડિકલ.
ઠીક છે સર.
આજે અહીંયા તમે હવે હોલ્ડ થઈ જાઓ.
એવું લાગતું.
કેટલું રહે